This is exactly what we are going to be breaking down for you today. We are going to be covering educational benefits, employment benefits, pension benefits, healthcare benefits, recreational benefits, department and motor vehicle benefits, cemeteries and life insurance benefits, and of course, housing benefits. And I'm going to save those to the end because they are my personal favorite. And you don't want to miss out on those. If you are a veteran, then first of all, thank you for your service. And we appreciate everything that you have done for this country. And by the way, let me know in the comments below, what unit did you serve with? And did you do any tours in Iraq like my son David did? I personally never did any tours, but I was stationed at the 6930 Civilian Labor Group in Germany from 1975 to 1977. My son David, on the other hand, he was a chemical weapons specialist with the 101st Chemical Company of the 18th Airborne Corps in Fort Bragg. He was supporting the Marines when they first invaded Baghdad in Iraq. So let us know where you were at, service deployments, all that good stuff in the comments below. Always interested in learning more about our veterans out there that are watching this channel. If you live in Florida or considering making a move to Florida, then we are sharing with you all of the benefits that come with being a Florida resident or you retire here. I think this is the best state now, and Texas could be a close second. They got some other options as well, but Florida by far, in my opinion, which is why we are here, has some amazing benefits. As our Governor Ron DeSantis recently stated, Florida is the most military and veteran-friendly state in the nation, and through this legislation, we are further supporting our military veterans and their families with the resources they need while they are serving and after they have fulfilled their duty. We love our veterans and our government loves our veterans here. So I think it's very important to be part of a state in an economy and an atmosphere that appreciates the service that you all have provided. And I want to go in this video and walk you through all of the benefits that you will receive. And please stick around till the end, because I'm going to get to the housing benefits, which I believe are the best opportunities for veterans, especially retiring here. And if you have any service-related disabilities, then you have some extra added benefits that really will make Florida look enticing for you. And by the way, my name is Klaus Sinn, and I run a real estate team here in town brokered by eXp Realty, which is the largest independent brokerage in the US. And if you're thinking about making a move, whether it's in 9 days or in 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even schedule a Zoom call. Or if you know your date when you'll be getting out and you kind of want to plan a little bit in advance, we're here to help you, really making a smooth transition into that civilian life. And it's something that we have experience with. When my son David came back from Iraq, he had a medical discharge, and it wasn't easy to get a job for him and buying a home. Everything had its very own challenges we had to overcome. I am very proud and super thankful that he came home alive. And we want to serve you as best as possible. And we have helped a lot of veterans make the move here to the Palm Beaches, Florida area. And if you're not looking at the Palm Beaches and you're anywhere in Florida, we've got many referral partners throughout the state that are very well qualified, and they will take amazing care of you. And so even if you are not making that move to the Palm Beaches, feel free to reach out, and we'd be happy to connect you with one of our trusted partners around the state. So let's jump into education, benefits for veterans. And when I say veterans, I mean only honorable discharged veterans. So Florida waives out of state tuition and fees for all active duty members residing or stationed outside of the state of Florida, as well as for veterans who reside in the state and who are enrolled in a Florida public post-secondary institution, which also is extended to spouses and dependent children receiving educational assistance from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. And they will waive the transcript fee of active duty members or veterans, including his or her spouse and dependents. For recipients of the Purple Heart and other combat-related decorations, superior in precedence after Purple Heart, Florida waives undergraduate level certificate or diploma tuition at state universities, colleges, career and technical centers if they reside in Florida. The Florida Department of Education provides scholarship opportunities for dependent children and spouses of veterans who died from a service-connected disability or who are 100% service-connected, permanent, and total disabled veterans through the scholarships for children and spouses of deceased or disabled veterans program. Now, dependent children of service members missing in action or prisoners of war may also be eligible for scholarship benefits. This scholarship may be received in addition to VA's Survivors and Dependents Educational Assistance. Now, each Florida college system institution and state university offering priority courses registration for segments of the student population shall provide priority course registration to veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces as well as their spouses and dependent children who are receiving GI Bill educational benefits. What it means is pretty much you have first take. As a veteran, you're first in line. So Florida state colleges and universities also allow current members of the U.S. Armed Forces and veterans to earn academic college credit for college-level training and education acquired in the military. And active duty service members and DoD's military tuition assistance for enrollment in Florida college system institutions may have fees waived by the institution. Veterans who were inducted to the U.S. Armed Forces prior to completing their high school education can be awarded a state of Florida high school diploma. Think about it, that's not a bad thing. You go to the Army, you get a high school diploma. Well, obviously there's a few things you need to qualify for, but it's a really cool thing. VA's new temporary pilot program is called the STEM Scholarship. The STEM Scholarship provides a maximum award of $30,000 to post 9/11 prize scholarship students who have exhausted or will exhaust entitlement within 180 days. Eligible students must be pursuing an undergraduate STEM degree at an institution of higher learning or must be enrolled in a clinical training program for healthcare professionals. Eligible students who have already obtained an undergraduate degree and who are enrolled in a teaching certification program to teach in a STEM field are also eligible to apply. Now let's talk about Florida's employment benefits. Employment services for veterans, military members, and their families are offered through the CareerSource Florida network with more than 100 career centers. Available services include interview preparation, resume writing, job and training related referrals, career planning, vocational guidance, job search and placement assistance, and internet access. The Employ Florida Vets portal is an online resource for veterans' employment and employer recruitment information and assists veterans and their families and employers in accomplishing their employment goals. VA's 5-year Vet Tech pilot program commenced on August 1st, 2018 to provide training benefits to eligible veterans who enroll in high technology education programs including science, computer programming, data processing, media application, or computer software at approved non-college degree schools. Only 1 day of GI Bill entitlement is needed for eligibility, and the program does not use beneficiaries' entitlement. Training and a monthly housing allowance is provided to students as well. Troops to Teachers is a DoD career transition program designed to help transitioning service members and veterans beginning new careers as K-12 school teachers. You can qualify for a professional certificate in about 9 months while working as a teacher or in other employment. Now, agriculture. VA's agricultural program is a 6-month training fellowship that provides veterans and service members a comprehensive hands-on experience and equips you with the knowledge, skills, and abilities to compete for leading careers in Florida's $150 billion agricultural industry. The Uniformed Services Employment and Re-employment Rights Act protects the employment rights, and it ensures the re-employment of veterans, reservists, and National Guard members after a period of active service duties and prohibits employment discrimination because of past, current, or future military obligations. Now, Veterans Florida is a non-profit organization created by the state and the state's designated Skill Bridge Assistance Organization who provides powerful tools to help veterans find a new career, start a business, and connect with helpful resources in the Sunshine State. Florida's veteran-friendly businesses in high-growth fields such as aerospace, manufacturing, logistics, research and development, and technology seek to hire and provide training for veterans, transitioning service members, and members of the National Guard and reservists. Now, there's also something that's called pension benefits. Pension is a needs-based benefit paid to wartime veterans who meet certain age or non-service connected disability requirements. That's a mouthful. Aid and attendance is an increased monthly pension amount paid to a veteran or surviving spouse. You may be eligible if you require the aid of another person in order to perform activities of daily living such as bathing, feeding, dressing, toileting, or adjusting a prosthetic device. Dependency and indemnity compensation is a tax-free monetary benefit paid to eligible survivors of military service members who died in the line of duty or eligible survivors of veterans whose death resulted from a service-related injury or disease. Now, the service-connected condition does not have to be the immediate cause of death, but needs to be only a significant contributor to the veteran's death. Well, this brings us to the healthcare benefits. Free healthcare is provided for Florida veterans who were released from active service or discharged. In general, they will be able to enroll in the VA healthcare system for up to 5 years from the date that they left the military service. Additionally, medical assistance is available for veterans, including active National Guard members and reservists. As resource and government funding allows, the VA actually provides Florida residents with hospital and medical care, covering a full range of services, including to their family members. Those that are eligible, they may receive medical treatment and care at any outpatient clinic, community-based clinic, or VA medical center in Florida. Now, talking about those, one-time dental treatment following separation or retirement from service. Veterans have 180 days to receive a one-time separation dental care from the VA. If the certificate of discharge does not certify that the veteran was provided a complete dental examination and treatment prior to discharge. VA offers also a dental insurance program. VA partnered with Delta Dental and MetLife to allow eligible veterans plus family members receiving care under the Civilians Health and Medical Program to purchase affordable dental insurance. And there are no eligibility limitations based on a service-connected disability rating or enrollment priority assignment. Now, there's another thing, and unfortunately it wasn't really nice, but if you were stationed in Camp Lejeune, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs has established a presumption of service connections for 15 diseases associated with exposure to contaminants in the water supply at Camp Lejeune. That was in North Carolina, by the way. Active duty, reserve, and National Guard members who served at Camp Lejeune or MCAS, New River, North Carolina, for a minimum of 30 days cumulative from August 1st, 1953 to December 31st, 1987, may be eligible for disability benefits. Now, if you have medical requirements for assisted living or skilled nursing care, Florida veteran benefits include 8 veterans' homes in the state. 7 of these locations are dedicated to skilled nursing, and 1 is an assisted living facility. Each home prides itself on the quality of care and services offered to veterans. The goal each home is to increase veteran quality of life while preserving veterans' dignity. Now let's talk about recreational benefits. I mean, Florida is the outdoor state. Free hunting and fishing for disabled veterans. This is one of the most popular Florida disabled veteran benefits for recreation. Florida honors veterans who have sacrificed their health for our nation by offering them free hunting and fishing licenses. The Disabled Hunting and Fishing License is a no-cost 5-year license that allows 100% PNT disabled veterans to fish both saltwater and freshwater, fish with snook and lobster permits, along with many hunting licenses. These include deer, wildlife management area, archery season, muzzle loading gun session, crossbow season, turkey, Florida waterfowl. Then we have the Military Gold Sportsman's License. The Military Gold Sportsman's License also provides the same licenses as the Disabled Hunting and Fishing License for a $20 fee. And if you are an active duty station in Florida, in the Florida National Guard, the reserves, or retired and claim Florida as your primary residence, you are eligible for this license. Now, Florida residents stationed outside the state, they don't need a general license to hunt and fish when they are home on a leave. Just be sure to carry your leave papers with you while hunting and fishing to avoid any penalties. If you are stationed in Florida as a non-resident, you and your family are eligible for resident hunting and fishing license and prices. Bring your military orders showing a Florida duty assignment with you when you apply. Now let's talk about Florida state park discounts. Florida wants to help you spend more time enjoying the outdoors. If you have a service-connected VA disability rating, you're eligible for a free lifetime military entrance pass into Florida state parks. Surviving spouses of service members killed in combat and Gold Star parents are also eligible for free lifetime entrance passes. The state also offers a 25% discount on annual passes to Florida state parks for all honorably discharged veterans and service members. Now, county and municipal departments of parks and recreation provide a full or partial discount on park entrance fees to active military, to veterans, and surviving spouses or parents who died in combat. All veterans and Gold Star families are eligible for free access to more than 2,000 federal recreational areas, including national parks, wildlife refuges, and forests. In addition, the Bureau of Land Management, Bureau of Reclamation, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and the U.S. Forest Service, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, they have indefinitely waived the entrance or standard amenity fees for veterans and Gold Star families. So no cost whatsoever. Now let's talk about cars. Department of Motor Vehicle Benefits. Any honorably discharged veteran can request a veteran designation on the front of a Florida's driver's license or ID, free of charge. The word veteran printed on the lower right corner of a license allows Florida veterans to validate their honorable service with a government-issued ID card. So if you are a 100% disabled veteran, Florida makes it easy to prove eligibility. That's a hard word for me. Eligibility for the many state benefits you qualify for by adding a 100% disabled veteran endorsement to your driver's license. Florida offers veterans 40 different license plates to honor their service and sacrifice to our nation, most of which are available at your local motor vehicle service center. And veterans with a 100% disability rating or those who have received assistance from the VA with purchasing or altering their vehicle are eligible for a free Florida license plate. Veterans with a disabled veteran license plate receive free parking in metered or timed parking in public streets. And this one here I really like. Legislation also prohibits the governing body of each publicly owned or publicly operated airport from charging parking fees to vehicles displaying certain disabled veteran license plates. There are exemptions to this benefit, which may be found in Florida Statute 316.1964. Florida offers a free toll permit to all disabled veterans driving a specially adapted vehicle who cannot place coins in a toll basket. Veterans must be certified by the VA or a doctor that they cannot use toll baskets due to their disability. Now, Florida veteran benefits also include a toll exclusion on Florida highways for service members while traveling an official military business. Now, let's talk about cemetery and life insurance benefits. Losing a loved one is one of the most difficult things anyone can go through, and I can't really even imagine how that feels. The U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs has increased the maximum amount of life insurance coverage available to veterans and service members to $500,000 for veterans group life insurance and service members group life insurance. This increase helps to ensure the families of veterans and service members will have the financial support they deserve. In addition, Veterans Affairs Life Insurance, which is called VA Life, provides low-cost coverage to veterans with service-connected disabilities. It doesn't make it right, but money helps. There's no doubt about it. Also, VA provides honorable discharge veterans, spouses, and their dependents with burial in a national cemetery at no cost. The VA provides gravesite, grave liner, opening and closing of the grave, government headstone or marker, a U.S. burial flag, a presidential memorial certificate, and virtual care of the gravesite at no cost to the family. The VA also provides a headstone marker or medallion for placement on a private headstone at a private cemetery at no cost to the family, and the state honors its Gold Star families by connecting you through its survivor outreach program with people who can help you move forward and find strength. So, what else do you need? Legal benefits. The Florida Veterans Legal Helpline. They can assist you with landlord-tenant matters, consumer credit issues, foreclosures, divorce, child support, driver license, ID cards, social security problems, public benefits, discharge upgrades, VA benefits, and other civil legal matters. The only thing they do not do is criminal or traffic. So if you get involved in criminal activities or you decide that you need to speed or don't obey other traffic, this is not what they are for. But they help you with pretty much everything else. All you have to do, pick up the phone, call them. Now, the Florida Bar, in conjunction with the American Bar Association, administers a free virtual legal advice clinic for Floridians, and the Legal Aid for Veterans hotline will determine your eligibility and set your appointment with an attorney. That's almost like free legal advice. I mean, you know how much an attorney costs. So if you have any issues, whatever it is, give them a call. The worst thing that can happen is they say, no, we don't cover that. But 99% you're in good hands there and they help you out. Now, last but not least, we've got to get into housing benefits, which is what we are very passionate about. I mean, I am very passionate about because I know how hard it is. So we love helping veterans make their move in and around the Palm Beaches. And again, like I said, if you were not moving to the Palm Beaches, feel free to reach out anyway, because we got a huge network of referral partners that we trust not just around the state of Florida, but across the country and even beyond. So no matter where you're moving to or where you're moving from, let us know if you need some help. We can get you a trusted agent in that area, regardless if you're buying, if you're selling, or maybe you're even investing. All right, so let's start out with property taxes, because that is the big deal. And a lot of people are a little reluctant to move to Florida because of property taxes. So first of all, if you have a permanent residence in Florida, you'll probably qualify for homestead exemptions, regardless if you're a veteran or not. That means less property taxes, annual caps, and some asset protection if things go wrong in your life. Now, for veterans and their families, property tax assistance in Florida is offered in the form of an exemption. Any piece of real estate that is owned and used as a primary residence by a veteran that has been honorably discharged and has been certified as having a disability can qualify. They will be exempt from real estate and property tax. There are some guidelines, and the assistance goes into effect in general the year after they file. Now, there are a number of other conditions and qualifications. Any real estate that is used and owned as homestead by any quadriplegic is exempt as well. Florida veterans who are hemiplegic, blind, paraplegic, or permanently and totally disabled may be exempt as well. The bottom line is that there is a wide range of property tax assistance exemptions and other support is offered to former military members that are disabled, seniors, and that meet other conditions. I recommend to check with the local property appraiser for more information, or send us a text and we will guide you in the right direction. So now let's talk about buying that home. VA loans are available to eligible veterans, active duty service members, and surviving spouses. VA loans do not require a down payment, and with the help from the Florida Military Home Buyer Assistance Program, you might be able to cover part or all of your closing costs as well. This program is available to Florida active duty military members, veterans, and their families when they purchase a home. Now, using that program, we were able to get my son into a great home in a very nice neighborhood close to us by using $0 out of his pocket. There are some requirements like attending a home buyer seminar, but it's all very doable. And my wife and I, we love having our kids and our grandkids close by. I mean, who does? Unfortunately, real estate agents who are not familiar with the product are sometimes reluctant to have their sellers accept the VA offer because the buyer has no money in the game, is what they say. Therefore, we have to educate them why a VA offer is actually one of the best offers a seller can get. And we are very good and persistent at that. So this can be a major benefit for veterans who do not have a lot of money saved for down payment and closing costs, because you can get in with almost no money. Furthermore, VA loans require no PMI. That's a private mortgage insurance. It's called a PMI. It's a type of an insurance that is required on conventional loans with less than 20% down payment. A VA loan without PMI, it can save you hundreds of dollars every month in payments. And VA loans have more lenient credit and debt to income ratio requirements than conventional loans, which means that veterans with less than perfect credit may still be able to qualify for a VA loan because VA backs the loan. So if it defaults, I mean, if you would go in foreclosure because you can't pay anymore, then the lenders, they have less risk compared to a conventional loan. And therefore, they offer them for better interest rates as well. VA loans can be used to buy a new home, or a resale home, or build new construction home, or improve a home, or even refinance an existing mortgage. And if you get a VA loan, I mean, we know the current market is hovering around 8% interest rates right now. So you always have the IL, which is the IL. It's called IRRRL, okay? So that is the interest rate reduction and refinance loan. What it means is that after 6 months, and actually every 6 months thereafter, if there is a lower interest rate available than what you got when you got your original VA loan, then you can refinance practically with no charge. Do you get that? So the interest rates go down, you can refinance, there is no charge for it, nothing. The VA wants you to have the lowest interest rate possible, which is pretty cool, because let's say you buy a home today with an 8% interest rate. Now 6 months down the road, rates drop, let's say to 6.5 or 6%, and the VA is going to allow you that IL and refinance typically with no cost back to you and get that 6% interest rate or whatever it is. Now let's say another 6 months after that, interest rates fall to 5 or to 4 or wherever, but they go down. They will allow you to do the same thing again. The VA will allow you to do that every 6 months, as long as interest rates are lower than what you have at the current time. So it's a win-win situation, but I probably wouldn't do that past 2 years. I mean, if you can reduce your interest rate anytime within the first year or two of your loan, that's always the best time to do it. In my opinion, after that, just stick with what you have unless it's a significant drop, because you want to start breaking down the principal as much as possible. Now, VA loans most likely have a funding fee associated with your loan. Now, that's typically around $10,000, but it can be added to the loan, built into your payment. So if you get a loan for $500,000, then you're rolling it in that funding fee, and you're really getting a loan for $510,000. But of course, having a service-connected disability could completely eliminate the VA funding fee. I believe if you're 70 rated or above, you want to check the current ratings and the regulations that go along with it, but it is based on that. You can completely wipe out that, which is, going to save you $10,000 at the end. But if you have to pay the funding fee, it's really not that bad, especially when you can roll that into the loan, so it's not coming out of your pocket. And it's not really increasing your payment in a significant amount every month. So it's really minor. So you really don't even feel it. You are the spouse of a service member who died while serving or due to a service-related disability, and you can have more than one VA loan at a time, with exceptions. I tried to pull that off recently on the purposes. However, if you have zero down on the first loan and you want to get a second VA loan with zero down, that most likely does not work. But you still could have some really good advantages of doing a second VA loan because of what I talked before, but you have to come up with a feasible down payment to make that work. So again, you want to talk to a qualified lender, somebody who understands VA loans. And we've got the best in the business. So if you have some questions around that, we'd be happy to connect you with him. Kevin Coleman's information is also down in the description, and he is just a pro. Now, if you're not eligible for any of the home buying programs and maybe falling on hard times, or let's say you maybe have someone who is struggling, the VA and HUD have programs to help pay for rent and temporary housing as well, sometimes even for motel. if there is a necessity. Just reach out to one of the offices or call the Veteran Legal Hotline. They are available to help you. So that pretty much sums up the veteran benefits here in Florida. I hope you found that video helpful, and please leave a comment below as well. And if you feel there is anything that we missed or that you know about that is coming up or coming down the road for benefits for veterans here in Florida, please let us know. Again, we want to thank you for your service, and we absolutely love the veterans. And again, my name is Klaus Sinn, and my team and I helped so many people move not just within the Palm Beaches, but from out of state and out of the country. We have helped people move from Japan, from Germany, from Afghanistan, and many other countries. And that has been a huge honor being able to help them, because we know once the military transfers you, or once you get out and you realize, okay, I'm taking the family to Florida or anywhere else, that's a big deal. And we want to make that transition as smooth as possible for you. So if we can help you out in any way or answer any of your questions, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call. All of that information is in the description below. And again, until next time, we hope to show you around town.